In 1956, something extraordinary was happening in hospitals and care centers that would forever change the way we approach healing. Animals, dogs, cats, even horses, were being introduced into medical therapy, not just as companions but as vital parts of the healing process. The idea that an animal could soothe the soul, lift the spirit, and even improve physical health was groundbreaking at the time, but it sparked a revolution in therapy that continues to grow today. If you've ever felt that special connection with an animal, you'll want to stick around for this incredible story. And before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Our channel is full of fascinating stories like this that will make you see the world a little differently. The 1950s were a time of innovation in many areas, and medicine was no exception. In 1956, medical professionals began experimenting with animal-assisted therapy as a way to help patients recover from trauma, both physical and emotional. It started as a simple idea: if being around animals could reduce stress in everyday life, why not bring them into clinical settings to see if they could aid in recovery? Early programs involved therapy dogs visiting war veterans recovering from injuries, children with disabilities, and patients in psychiatric hospitals. The results were astonishing. Patients who struggled to communicate began opening up, and those facing physical challenges became more motivated to engage in therapy. One of the earliest and most famous examples was Dr. Boris Levinson, a child psychologist who accidentally discovered the benefits of animal-assisted therapy when his dog Jingles interacted with a young patient. The boy, who had been unresponsive during therapy sessions, suddenly began to engage when Jingles was in the room. This moment sparked a wave of interest in the therapeutic potential of animals, leading researchers to explore their effects on stress, blood pressure, and overall well-being. But it wasn't just dogs that made an impact. Horses were introduced into equine-assisted therapy, helping patients with physical disabilities improve their balance, coordination, and confidence. Cats, with their calming presence, were brought into psychiatric wards to help soothe anxiety. Even small animals like rabbits and birds were used to provide companionship and reduce loneliness for long-term care patients. These animals weren't just pets, they became healers in their own right, offering a form of therapy that no machine or medicine could replicate. The science behind animal-assisted therapy is fascinating. When people interact with animals, their bodies release oxytocin, often called the love hormone, which helps reduce stress and create feelings of comfort and connection. This effect was first observed in the 1950s but has since been confirmed by decades of research. Animals also help people stay active and engaged. For example, walking a dog can encourage physical exercise, while grooming a horse can improve motor skills. These simple, natural interactions provide therapeutic benefits that are both physical and emotional. By the 1960s, the success of these early programs led to the formalization of animal-assisted therapy, with organizations forming to train therapy animals and their handlers. Today, we see therapy animals in hospitals, schools, disaster zones, and even airports, continuing the legacy of those early pioneers. What makes this story so powerful is the reminder that healing is not just about medicine and machines, it's about connection, comfort, and care. Animals remind us of the simplest and most profound joys of life, even in our darkest moments. What do you think about the role of animals in therapy? Have you ever experienced the calming presence of a therapy animal, or do you think this practice is underrated in today's fast-paced medical world? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. If you found this story inspiring, make sure to like the video, share it with someone who loves animals, and subscribe for more stories that uncover the incredible ways humans and animals have shaped history together.